Why is it like a crime to be unambitious? I don't want to work any more than I am. I don't want to move up. I don't even want to change jobs. If I had it my way, I would work here until I retire. Better yet, not work at all. They don't like unambitious people because we have fewer buttons they can push. They can't get 50-60 hours of labor a week from us by simply promising a promotion sometime. Maybe. Pending budget. As long as you earn enough to pay your way, it is fine to be content to stay at your current situation. Contentment is a good state of mind. Because society has been developed to extract as much labor and money from individuals as possible. If you don't work and/or don't spend, you're not participating in society as it's structured. Shortest answer? Protestant work ethic. Under capitalism, the almighty line must forever go up, which means that capitalism's minions, the working class, must also be ambitious to propel the line upwards. If we're not forever striving to make more money and increase efficiency for our overlords, the line won't go up as much or as fast. In capitalism, not being exploited is a crime. I'm a college-educated janitor. Fuck the expectations of literally anyone else but me. Nothing that does not directly enrich the wealthy is permitted to exist. Your boss makes more money the harder you work. Hope that clarifies things for you. Capitalism. Those without ambition. Those with sated hunger. They don't consume. They can't be goaded to produce for the masters. They have time to reflect. See the forest for the trees. And better the space outside the oligarch's system. It makes you useless to the capitalists and a threat to boot. So that's the first thing they have to squash. I would go with no work at all. Ambition doesn't and often isn't related to work. All of my ambitions have nothing to do with a job. I want to learn to play guitar, piano, learn to speak Mandarin, produce music, and improve my Spanish and Italian to C1, C2 advanced levels. Capitalism demands more from all sides. Always. Because the cancer that is capitalism functions on endless growth. Wants must outstrip resources in order for the economy to function. It requires things like interest, debt, scarcity and blood to stay afloat. Being happy and comfortable isn't helping. Unless you're at least horribly exploiting the people beneath you. Because how dare you not aspire to be a slave? Depression can also look like unambitious. Hard to be driven when you feel like nothing matters. As a manager, I don't care if you're unambitious. As long as you do your job well. Who cares? In fact, one less person bothering me about a promotion. Capitalism preys on the rat race mindset so that your ambitions and greed overcome your natural sense of morality and community, and instead of wanting to help one another, you instead punish, deprive and hurt others by any means necessary. As you climb your way to the materialistic top, they dislike when they can't control you. Their threats don't work. I've had managers say I was easily replaceable. I could be fired at any time. So I quit and found a new job. I've seen good workers fired while those who are awful get promoted and rewarded. It's far easier to get a new job, pay rise, promotion at another company. They think they have more control than they really do. The power they have is only at one company. Because the manager worked hard like a little BTCH. Kissed ass. Sacrificed their personal enjoyment and family to get where they are. Then when you look at what they have versus what it costs, and you say no thanks, they get all kinds of depressed that they wasted the best parts of their life on a company that will never love them back. Because of the capitalist Protestant ethic. No money and professional success, lazy bad person. Society is demotivating dogshit, so it's quite easy being unambitious. OMG, I am exactly like this. People go absolutely crazy when I say I'm happy being a peon. I'm damn good at my job. I enjoy my job. I've worked in 3 different industries as a CSR on the phones for over 30 years. Dudes. It's what I do. I've done your job, supervisor, manager, and hated it. Thank you very much. Indoctrination, but depends on the situation. Some people aren't lazy, they just work smarter, not harder. Others actually don't work, because then they can't steal value out of you by manipulating you into doing hard work with fictitious shit like owning a house or getting out of debt. Or here's an idea. Why do you have to pour all your ambition into work? Why can't your ambition be to live healthy, enjoy life, and bring joy to others? Sounds like pretty good goals to me. Woman shrugging. I'm ambitious. My ambition is to make enough, for long enough, without being miserable enough to off myself, that I can maybe retire early. Hitting fuck you money at some point along the way will do wonders for my mental health. You're not as explodable. They can't convince you to come in and work unpaid with the promise that maybe you could get a possible promotion that they definitely haven't already picked out someone for. That's not you. Because in their eyes you agree to the social position of Untermensch. Because if you're not ambitious, then at least half, if not more, of the company's gaslighting tools become absolutely useless. Apparently having your expenses set up so that you're covered at 20 hours a week is unacceptable as well, because it allows you options like saying no, thanks. I'll pass on trying to cram 2 weeks worth of work into one. From what I can tell, a lack of ambition is interpreted by many as hiding your ambitions. It's suspicious to many people, especially neurotypicals. I think of it as jobs versus careers. Both have huge upsides. Both have downsides. It's totally dependent on the individual and their particular situation. It depends. My old manager said she got the job specifically because in the interview she said she was looking for work that would support her life hobbies. The hiring manager knew that this was not a dream job and didn't want to get someone who was ambitious and looking to move up, because it just straight up wasn't gonna happen at that company. Protestant work ethics. Based on Calvin and Luther. One of my old bosses nearly lost his job at Albertsons simply because he didn't want to move up. He was happy being an assistant grocery manager. Which I get, because it's the highest paying hourly position you could be in. Anything higher up the ladder and he'd be on salary and working 60-hour weeks, which he can't do since he has kids. The district manager tried to do everything he could to get him out. Seems like they only wanted desperate and naive young people in his position so they could move them up to assistant store manager and work them to the bone. Are you in the US? I am too, and always wonder if other countries have a culture like this. I hate it and would like to feel secure without judgment in a normal old job. Capitalism is a delusion that loses efficacy when people aren't drinking the Kool-Aid. Also, the people with power get off on getting us to want what they have. My job has me fix things at customer sites and I get to see a lot of cool things. Then they ask me why I don't move into management. Because I love the novelty and the mental exercise of troubleshooting why things don't work. Corporate ladder be damned. Ambition can sometimes become toxic, but it also is too much demonized. Sometimes ambition is exploited by managers to make you work harder without proper compensation. Be wary of that, but also don't sell yourself short that new responsibility is unmanageable. Too many people sell themselves short when they are capable of handling it. Finally, eventually you will be the most senior person and the best person for the job. No shame on acknowledging that.